What's up, baby? My name is Jimmy Teflon.
And I'm Bozzy, and you're tuned in with the Weather Watcher.
That's right.
Little mama hit the blunt, did the Wu-Tang on it. Come chill in my crib for a blue face, son. Let's get the whip to the dash. I ain't got brakes on it. Grand Theft Auto, let me get the bass turned on it. Fucking with the net, claiming hoop bam. Knock your ass out, dropping loose change. At your lady house, fucking up the bed frame. Boy, I'm dropping checks. President's a local about my money, bitch. I need the Benjamins. Jimmy, why you here again? Ay. Jimmy, why you here again? Ay, moving to the end of my bed, like pop that shit, better back up, ayy. Fuck that bitch, fucking back up, ayy. What's that block if you act up, ayy? Too much drama, gotta rack up, ayy. Put him in the back of the four-door Lexus, cut him out.
That one might be mine.
Four-door Lexus?
The four-door Lexus, fool. I don't even have a car. You see how I line my ass, fool? What's up, baby? 2021, let's go. We're lying about money, rap, cars.
A better house, think I'm doing good, but I'm having my doubts. I walk around the city, put a price in my head. Hate to see me breathe, but they wanna see me dead. Listen to my trap, boy, I mean what I said. Don't you put it to the chest, but it ain't from my head. That's work. Give me what you work, pay like you weigh, bitch. I need it by the first. Fuck your feelings, I don't care if they hurt. I smack a motherfucker like my daddy named Kurt. Like
we got sitting down with us here today.
Well, right now you sitting with the Teflon Don himself, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy Teflon, right? And we sitting with my engineer slash good friend of mine slash co-collaborator, you know, Bozzy, the legendary Bozzy. You know what I mean? This man is the bee's knees, his legs, and his arms right here.
Your boy.
This boy right here.
Yeah, how'd y'all link up?
OnlyFans, bro.
Stop. Pause. Lie.
Right in there in the OnlyFans section, fool, you know? Both being creepy on the same person, right?
It's a lie. It was through Stu J, actually.
It was through Stu. Yeah. I don't even remember, like, I think I kind of, like, Stu was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Bozzy's. And I'm like, oh, I seen that dude. You know what I mean? Because I think it's like when you first started, like, getting noticed by everybody. So, yeah, I'm gonna go link in with him. The first day that we met, we made a song together. We made Run It. And that's me, Stu, and Boz all on it. Because he was like, yeah, I make beats. And I was like, I need something 100 BPM.
Yeah, this fool put out a random ass BPM. I think it was 105. He said, I need a 105 BPM.
107. Yeah.
I went into the stash, grabbed one, first one I played. He said, I got a hook for it. That was it. Did the verse. Stu did his verse, and then this boy was like, oh no, I got a verse too. And then he threw his verse on it too, and then it was just like a whole thing. And then, yeah, from there, the rest was kind of like history as far as just like cooking up.
It was like the first time I ever made a song purely off vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, because usually I'm very calculated about, you know, certain songs and how I go about it. I'm very picky. Not as picky as some people, though. Which, you know, but still, like, this was the first time ever when I first met somebody, and I was like, yeah, get on it. And he did, and, you know, he killed his verse. And then Still was like, oh, what do you want me to do? I was like, do some crazy shit. It's some fucking crazy shit, yeah. And it's legendary. It's legendary. Fucking love that goddamn. I love that fucking song.
First time linking, yeah, all because of Still.
Yeah. That's pretty much my entire career. It's just Still.
Honestly, coming out here to Reno, that was the same thing for me. Like, I just breathed down that boy's neck.
It's because that fool doesn't gatekeep. A lot of people will.
Yeah,
I gatekeep all the
time. So up until that point, meeting Stu J and Bozzy, the connection. How long were you doing music before that? Was that something you was into, or you didn't really start getting into it until linking up?
Prior to. I've been doing music since like 2018, recording. I've been writing since I was like 12, so like 2012 realistically, but I started recording when I was like 18, maybe 17, and because my grandparents had got me this microphone, made like a couple songs off their trash. Never really took it too seriously because at the time I was very cynical. And I didn't really believe in myself that much, and I didn't believe that like I would ever have a chance at anything. But over the years, as I, you know, got better and better, you know, eventually I think it was 2020, that's when I started like actually breaking into the scene a little bit and meeting certain people. And I met Stu like the same year, and that's when we did GTA and stuff. So I want to say I was only doing it for about like a year and a half prior to meeting Stu and Boz, you know. So lucky. I know I'm just that great. He's able to glow up this fast.
Anyone who hasn't heard any of your music at all, how would you describe your sound? What type of artist would you say you are?
I would say look up Wings by Shoreline Mafia, and that's my entire discography. Literally. Nah, it's like it takes a lot of inspiration from the vocal mixing from a lot of Memphis artists, like 8 Ball or mostly like Suicide Boys, a lot of the G59 cats, because I'm a big fan of what they do. But at the same time, I just love the beats that Tyga uses, and I pretty much just started rapping over Tyga type beats and mixing my vocals like I was on a Suicide Boys track. And that's kind of how my whole shit started. So pretty much what Ogeezy does now. You know what I mean? But I did it first. I'm a trendsetter. He stole that shit from me easily.
Facts.
Yeah.
We know the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth right there. I'm like the little B of this whole style.
You did a good job explaining. I'll give you that. The Tiger type beach. The suicide.
Yeah.
What would you say about your involvement in the scene? Like, what do you enjoy about these new people that you're meeting as you're on your music journey and developing who you are as an artist?
I think the biggest thing for me is just, like, personally, like, meeting these new people and all this stuff kind of just proves to me that, like, I am getting better. Because if it was, like, 2 years ago and I met these people and I showed them my shit, they would have been like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, this shit's terrible. You clearly just started, you don't give a fuck. But now when I meet people, they're like, oh, I've heard about you. I know who you are. You know what I mean? And it's nice. It's very nice because it's a what's the fucking word I'm looking for? It's like reinforcement. It's like, yes, this is like, you're built for this. This is what you should do. Validation, yeah. I seek a lot of validation from my peers. You know what I mean? But no, and just like my overall involvement in the scene, I think like I'm not really too sure. Like I'm just kind of like that guy that makes club music. And I like that because nobody else out here makes that kind of music. You got Zoe and he makes his shit, but it sounds, it's very Detroit. You know what I mean? It's very T Grizzly. Still makes like slow club bangers, you know what I mean? But I'm on that fucking like that fast fucking get fucked up off the perky shit, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I like that. And what I like about meeting these new people is that, dude, nobody makes the same fucking music out here. Like, not a single person. Nobody sounds like Bozzy. Nobody sounds like me. Nobody sounds like Stu. Nobody sounds like Presley. Nobody sounds like ZP. Nobody sounds like Savvy. Everybody sounds different, right? Like, I've met, like, one dude that sounds similar to me, but even then, our styles are still different. And what's cool is that all these people are super fucking versatile. So I could have somebody like Stu on one of my songs and he sounds great. I could have somebody like Bozzy on one of my songs and he sounds great. Like ZP as well, It's like everybody out here is versatile and everybody out here is always down to work, and that's like something that I value in another person, is just like their willingness to work, right? They don't want to sit around and fucking hold their dick all day and hope for some shit to happen. They want to actually sit there and meet you and collaborate with you and, grow each other as artists and build each other up. That's what I really like about meeting people. And I think that's why I took like a special liking to Bozzy, because Bozzy is like the fucking epitome of that. If you ask me, like this fool, like whole ass put his own shit on the back burner for other artists. It's insane. Like, he really does.
It's all for you, baby.
It's all for me. Here I am kidnapping him in my house.
Holding me at gunpoint in his house. Make sure that the album's finished.
He's like, bro, I want to go home tonight. And I was like, you sure you want to go home?
Yeah, he's like, nah, you can stay here.
You can stay here.
I'm done, dude. I live like
we're going to watch Squid Games.
I live like 15 minutes away. I think I'll be here in the morning.
Real quick.
You got a lot of respect for your peers, bro. People you admire and work with. You keep them close. What would you say about Bozzy right now? What you guys got going on and how he's kind of helping you with your sound at the moment?
Yeah, Jimmy, what would you say?
It's a lot of validation that I get from Bozzy. You know what I mean? No, it's cool because I get these crazy ideas. You know what I mean? Like I have ideas on songs that like don't particularly like translate well when you first start the recording. We have this one song that I'm probably not gonna put it out until we work on it more, but it was called Blow, and I was coming off on the most fucking left field flow. You know what I mean? And the entire time Boz was sitting there and he's like, Boz gets the vision as soon as you start it, right? He doesn't, you know what I mean? He's like, that sounds fucking gay. He's like, you shouldn't do that. You know, you should stick to what you already do, like some people do, right? He was like, yo, I could hear what this could turn into. I could hear the potential in this, right? When we were recording today, there's like some songs that was like, you know, raw. It's just like, without all the pieces in place that I needed for the song to sound solid, it sounded terrible, right? Because it was like just like the lead vocal and that was it. But as soon as we started piecing those things together, you know, we were able to make a track that's fucking great. And what's cool about Bozzy, he's not somebody that will be very cookie cutter about his engineering. He'll actually like sit there and experiment with something. Like the fucking hook for one of the songs wasn't even supposed to sound like it does, but he did something to it. Like you do the fucking record scratching on it. Yeah, and it sounds hard as fuck. And that completely changed my entire vision. I think what I like about Bozzy is the fact that he and I could have the same vision and we could just take it down initial pass. I don't have to be so strict with Bozzy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of engineers that I've worked with where they're very like, oh, whatever the artist likes, which is nice, but I need somebody to tell me, no, you need to retake that. Oh, it'd be sound tight if we did this, you know what I mean? And it does sound tight, you know what I mean? Bozzy is somebody that I could share my vision with, and he'll be able to give like real fucking like insight and actual fucking input on it, and has actually got the balls to tell me if something sucks or not.
My guy.
That's what I like about him.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, that takes a real person
That's real.
to really see potential in you and want to encourage you to push you better.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, Boz, what could you say about the potential you saw in Jimmy as far as where his music was when you first met him compared to the most recent stuff you might have done together?
Yeah, he used to, he trusted, it's really what it is he trusts me a lot more. When he first used to come around, he was very like particular. He would give me notes before I had even got into things where I knew I was going to touch them naturally type shit. But it's good though, because now we're to the point where it's minimum communication, like honestly, in like a natural way where we kind of like are like, yeah, we need to, that needs to be rehit. I don't even have to say like you should rehit that, because most like every time we've done that and been in that position, he already knows, you know. Yeah. Just small things like that where he's a lot more trusting as far as just like the process and letting me kind of do my thing, and then he'll like let me kind of run my reign, and then he'll come in and like touch things up accordingly, as opposed to before he was a little bit more like hands-on and kind of like trying to direct me before. But so I think it's really just like working together and then building that like trust factor, honestly. And like having that like understanding of like the bigger picture type situation, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's like a huge thing with
Sometimes it takes that outside person to see the idea for you to get you to get yourself to the next level.
Right. Yeah. I think not being like just strictly an engineer too, like from like an artist perspective, like a listening perspective, like I definitely am just like, yeah, however I can fill that void.
Definitely. So what can you tell us about the project that you guys are working on currently right now? What can you say about that?
As of recording this, it is fairly finished on my half. I got to get some features, and I got to get in a couple of other things into the project, but it's called Money Talks. It's going to be my biggest project yet. A lot of it's very consistent in its sound, but there are parts of it where I experiment more, because don't get it twisted, I like trap music. It's really fun rapping on Tiger type beats, but it's become too easy. You know, it doesn't feel challenging for me anymore, because I know I can make it good. You know what I mean? Just off the gristle. You know what I mean? Like I know I can make the shit fucking hard. I can make a banger in like 14 seconds. You know what I mean? It's the truth. You know what I mean? Like all you have to do is just come in with the same flow, right?
Say that.
And you know, I wanted to experiment more, because I was like, okay, well now I have, this is what Stu was telling me. Stu was like, all right, now you got a style that's good. You can make a song that's good. Now you could experiment. And I was thinking like the same shit. And I was like, all right, you know, so we have the hits in there, but throughout I sprinkled my experimental stuff, you know what I mean? And it's just more fun doing it, because it is a challenge, because it's not anything I've ever done before. And making it good, making it a good song out of something I've never done before is probably the most thrilling experience I'll ever have in life. And it's better than losing your virginity, if you ask me. It really is. Like, it's not a better feeling. You know what I mean?
Pushing the envelope, baby. That's what we do.
Yeah, well, I don't care if I see like my fucking like 3-month-old son do like a triple backflip. I don't think I'll be more excited.
Then when I make something that ain't been sonically done before by me.
Right, you know, it'd be like, that's cool, somebody's done that before, you know, but has somebody made this kind of something? No. No, but yeah, just pushing the envelope on a few of the songs, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's called Money Talks because I think the most important thing for an artist to understand when they step into becoming an artist is that money talks, you know. And also, this is like one of my favorite movies, but you know, the real thing is that money does speak, and it speaks very loudly. You know what I mean? You got to pay people, you got to get people paid, and you got to get paid. That's how there's a business side to this. It's not just the music, right? You know, you need to link up with people. You need to get features. You need to get interviews done. You need to get fucking radio plays. You got to get shows. Money talks, bullshit walks. If you don't have that fucking money in front of you while you speak to the man about some shit that you want done, then why are you talking to him? Yeah, it's a simple equation, you know.
On wax.
On wax. Right there.
No cap.
All facts, no caps, on wax.
All about your networking, you know, being multifaceted and finding yourself in multiple endeavors outside of music. What are you doing behind the scenes outside of creating and you know, linking up with your frequent collaborators to contribute to your overall vision?
Well, a lot of the time it's kind of just me hanging out with Stu, because Stu meets new people all the fucking time. Yeah, so like,
doesn't sound good, dude.
Hey man, you know, I just kind of have an automated like networking machine right there, because it's either that or going to studios and stuff, man, because artists come into studios all the fucking time. You know, you just meet people, you know. I think like once you get to the point to where like you're in those rooms or you know those people that just meet people all the time, it's kind of easy to network, right? And it's even easier when you can make some good ass music too, because people just fuck with you naturally.
Yeah, having the content behind it, I think, is important for sure.
Yeah, because there's people in those rooms. I've met people in those rooms that don't have shit, but they're like, oh, I want to be a rapper. I want to get started. You know what I mean? How much for a verse? And you tell them that price, and they're just like, oh, you don't want to show some love? And I was like, you're the one that's not showing love, fool. Like, you gotta pay me.
Put in some legwork.
Right, fool. Yeah.
Showing love, don't pay the bills, though.
Exactly, fool. I don't care how many fucking reposts your twits get. You know what I mean? Tweets, whatever.
Tweets.
So what can people expect from you next outside of the music? We know you're working, bro, but what can they expect from Jimmy the businessman?
Just pushing that, man. Just some more promotion and stuff, getting my name up, like, for real, like the business side. It's just something I'm still trying to figure out in terms of like actually marketing. You know, I'm working with some people right now. We're gonna throw a show for the tape. You know, I'm gonna start performing more as well, because I've yet to do any performances, so I need to start doing that, because you know, when I am huge and famous, I don't want my first performance to be in the Garden. You know, it's too much pressure. You know, like, you know, I need to perform at a couple smaller venues, you know, before I get to that point.
For
right?
You. For future you.
For future me, bro. You sold out. Oh, you sold out the Garden. Oh, man, dude.
Oh, wow.
Give me some alcohol, dude. I just need to loosen myself up. I don't know if they'll like it.
So if you were speaking to all them future fans, where would you tell them to start with if they wanted to get to know Jimmy Teflon, the artist? What would you redirect them to?
To listen to the music.
What would be the starting point of the music?
That'd be the starting point to listen to the music.
Song in particular?
Yeah.
And he's not really. You know what I mean? Like,
can't miss.
You could kind of just figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, it really, because like, you know, you got the hits, right? You got the club bangers, right? But then you got the songs that are very personal, very poetic. You know, you could figure it out easily, and if you can't, then you don't deserve to get to know me. You know what I mean? But just start with the music, because, you know, I don't feel like there's any other place where I'm willing to talk about things that I've been through, you know, on camera. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something that I can really do that well. It's hard, right? So if you want to get to know me, like, personally, listen to the music. You know what I mean? But don't come up to me asking me questions about it, right? Because that's just going to irritate me.
Open for interpretation.
All of it, yes.
Leave it as is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't question the man about his genius lyric breakdown.
Take what you will.
Yeah, well, shit. Before we wrap up, Is there anything you want to let the viewers know about you, or you want to get off before we slide out?
This has been the most painful experience of my life. Recording this album.
Okay, I was gonna say what part? The interview or the album?
The album. And I feel bad for Bozzy, because it's like the 100th time I've been like, one more take. No, but I'm really excited to drop this. Some of my best it's all of my best music that I've ever made.
Hands down.
In my entire life, hands down, yeah. Exactly. And I'm excited to put it out. And I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you for fucking linking up with us.
Of course.
For a little bit.
Weather Watchers.
Weather Watchers, right there. They're watching me.
Yeah, man. What if you want to keep in touch with you? Drop your things right now.
No.
The Real Bozzy. If you need to get in contact with The Real Bozzy at anything, I'll relay the message. At
Teflon 403 on all platforms except for Facebook. That's Jimmy Teflon official. But if you use Facebook, it's just why?
Facebook.
Why?
Facebook.
Exactly. If you use Facebook. I was pressured to make that, okay?
That's cold.
I was pressured to make that account.
Y'all, appreciate y'all. Thank you for tapping in.
You know.
Sugar boom boom.
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 Sugar boom boom. Sugar boom boom. Hey.
That's all you got? You're supposed to take that. Run with it.
Hey.
Hey, what? Don't
Oh, mama hit the blunt, did the Wu-Tang on it, come chill in my crib, for Blueface on it. That's it right there. That's all for me. She said, it's not my business. Take it to the grave where I'll never be a witness.
Hey. Sativa, all on me. I really need some indica to feel my needs. These rappers out here faking, that's all we see. They looking like replacements to Squad and G. Been at this shit for years, so we do it with ease. Showing love to peers while they jocking the steez. You shit about the drop, so haters get on your knees. This shit will never stop, they better get up to speed, yeah.